bang. Thought bang. Thought bang. Thought bang. Thought bang.
All right, everyone's mic's good
Let's
now.
fucking go.
And all that aggression from the test of that is out.
Put the last 5 minutes we did in
Put the stuff that wasn't on mic in the episode?
Yeah, that sounded like shit.
our testing.
What did, I can put the testing in.
Yeah, do that.
All right, so Ross has been clamoring for me to turn the mics on because he's just been given gold, apparently.
Been given gold for like 2 hours.
Yeah, what was
Also-
that? Is anything going on with Joe Exotic so we can talk about that? That's what he said. And he said, hey, you should be recording this.
Yeah.
This has just happened. He said, you should be
Neither
recording
one of
this.
you gave me an answer though.
I specifically said I don't know. I think he's still in jail. I think is exactly what I said.
Well, I know. Is his
And then you asked,
partner
is he
still
getting-
Yeah, there's
sending
no
butthole
movement on the
pics?
Joe
yeah,
Exotic
so far
case.
nobody's come to try to come to Joe's aid. If that's what you're asking.
That is pretty rad that like his partner like gave him like
Butthole paintings?
butthole stamps.
I know.
Yeah.
It's fucking. It
Like
actually
I want to
it's
like
kind.
I want to be with somebody that's
It's
like
very kind.
Hey, I know you're going through a rough time right now. Like here's
here's some-
like a stamp of like
here's some
my
imprints of my
pierced
asshole.
nipples or
Yeah, but
something.
like how many of those relationships last once they get out?
Yeah.
There's a weird power dynamic to being like, oh, my boyfriend's Joe Exotic. Like,
It's
I
like,
mean,
oh,
I
is it?
get that.
it's like, you're not going anywhere. I know exactly where you're at. You
Then
know?
you see him, you're like, oh, how's Joe? Oh, we're not together anymore.
Did you see the guy got deported, his boyfriend? Oh, yeah. So I'm sorry. I went and
Well,
Googled it for you.
Yeah, here you go.
Isn't he on like number 4 or 5 husbands?
Leave him alone. Leave him alone.
Well, I
Don't
mean,
slander
Joe
me.
Exotic,
Most of them
here you go. Here's 5
seems
days
like
ago.
they did not
5 days ago, Joe Exotic says he's been left to die in prison after news of Trump's Crisley pardons. So,
He's bummed because he
Well,
paid
that's how
$2
you know
million
he's gay.
and-
That's-
so
that's
actually, yeah,
pretty
we'll make
pathetic.
this a reoccurring segment on our show
Yeah,
to
follow.
always check in to see what's
how
going on
Joe's-
with Joe Exotic this week. We're gonna keep you guys updated. So this has been the
dude,
Joe.
he
This
gets
is
out
Joe-
and Tiger King 2 comes out. We're gonna be like way ahead of it.
I'm not. Who's gonna watch Tiger King 2?
yeah,
To
I don't
fucking
think-
everybody, probably.
That was like a COVID
Yeah, that was like a
fever
weird
dream.
phenomenon.
Like, that was it. That was all that was.
That other one they did kind of tanked.
You can't
Yeah.
tell me that like Joe Exotic.
Oh, the
like,
husband was
Tiger
found
King
alive, I know
2
that.
is gonna be like his
Carol-
last couple
Carol
of years in like
Baskins? Is that her
prison,
name?
like marrying some new dude. Being all like
Who
weird,
cares? That's
weird,
like a reality
crazy gay
show.
in like prison, getting butthole pictures.
Okay, that's
sent
not
to
gonna be
him,
Tiger
like,
King 2. That's gonna be its own reality show.
Also, I'm very mad.
People are gonna watch that shit.
I'm very mad now because just uttering or being here has now given me a shit ton of posts about the secret lives of Mormon lives.
Mormon wives.
All on my Reddit shit.
Just from
all,
us
literally.
talking about it?
Yeah, I was like, here they are without Harrison.
Their marketing push is strong.
And I'm like, dude.
I'm sure you got to opt into that as like a market. Do you want the strat? Like do you want the package where we listen in?
Right.
Where you get recommended based off just talking about
Oh
it?
my God,
It's like,
that
oh
has
yeah,
to-
perfect. That'd
yeah.
be great. What was
Jesus.
that?
All of that being said, though, I do not watch reality TV.
Oh yeah.
I find it too
Do you watch
cringy. Like
Real
like,
World?
like
Yeah, you
some-
want to watch
Challenge?
Tiger King too.
No.
What you're describing is a reality show.
reality.
I'm
You're
not
literally
watching-
describing a reality show. Like
describing
him
reality.
getting out, getting a new boyfriend.
Yeah.
Like you're describing a reality show.
I said
Getting his nails
everybody was
painted.
gonna watch it. I didn't
I
include
don't think so.
myself.
Remember they tried to do that Peacock show
Yeah.
where they even had what's her name, Kate McKinnon, who I love, like, and then she did Carol Baskins in the show. But there was a whole miniseries that nobody fucking watched
Yeah.
about it. Then they did the follow up thing with the other guy, the guy that was in the Tiger King doc. Nobody watched it.
Yep.
Chim Crazy though, that was good.
I do know though that Carol whatever's husband is alive. I
Oh,
heard
that's right. There
I
was
did hear
development in that. Yeah.
which is pretty hilarious.
Yeah, I've heard that people said it's like a witch hunt for her, and it's like it wasn't as actually. She's not as actually as evil as whatever.
Oh, I'm sure you could paint anybody.
Yeah, but can you imagine that just happening to you on a Netflix series? It's like a
Right.
crazy like COVID hit. That's just like, oh my god.
She's fucking crazy, and we're all fucking sick and watching.
And she didn't kill her husband.
Yeah.
We were all like, oh, she killed her.
She killed her,
husband.
and she's a bitch.
Hey, all you
That is
cool
a
cats
pretty-
and kittens.
yeah, like that's a pretty.
But no, I think it was a
rap.
phenomenon that's dead and nobody cares anymore, and that's why
What have you guys been watching?
That's a good
reading
question.
is
Like, did you watch any? Did you catch anything new in like the last week?
catch anything new in the last week. Finale finally finished Your Friends and Neighbors.
What'd you think?
John Hamm. It was a very much
Exactly.
I like how they did it where it's like, oh, if we don't get picked up for a season 2, it's done.
exactly that. That's
But it's
exactly
like
what-
also-
I wanted to say that to you the other day, but I was like,
Yeah, but it's
explain.
also like, oh, okay, yeah, but they are doing season 2, so I don't
Is
know.
it
what
like
the
one of
fuck-
those things where it's like they'll just change the whole cast by the next season?
No.
You know what?
I feel like
you know
they've been
what?
doing that a lot with like White Lotus and like.
I
there's a
love
bunch
that.
of, like-
I
like that
love
format.
that.
Yeah,
I love
it's
that.
Like, didn't True Detective start that to where it was like the next season was
No.
like no, it started with like McConaughey and like then the next
No,
season was
right.
like Vince Vaughn. and
I don't
somebody
think
else,
they're
like-
the pioneers of that style. Like,
I mean, they might. I mean, it might have. That might actually
But
be.
that's kind of
no,
what started happening.
no. American Horror Story.
Oh yeah,
They
well, that's
started that
true.
kind of stuff. Where that's why I like that though, using the same players to do different characters. I like that, changing it
Centered
up
around, like,
but then
something.
also having it be set in the same universe where you could have recurring
I
characters.
wish I liked horror because I feel like I would have liked American Horror Story. I haven't seen a single episode because like I don't really
watched
like
almost a season.
horror.
It was-
I watched the
scary
first
shit
season.
like that.
Yeah.
But I like the whole deal towards like one season was like what they were like all in a house, and like the next season was like, oh, we're
Yeah.
all different characters, but we're the same people,
Sure.
and like now we're at like a
Well,
carnival
but
or some shit.
they would have a new cast though too.
Yeah.
But I agree because during that American
Sarah
Horror
Paulson, that's her name.
during
is
that
always in it.
during that American Horror Story time, like I watched the first season, didn't keep watching it, and it was just kind of became hokey for me, where I lost
Exactly
respect
that.
for the creator Ryan Murphy, which is why when he finally decided to do that true crime OJ thing,
Shots fired.
that OJ thing though, no, because I was like, oh, I didn't watch it then because I didn't like him, but I watched it more
Wonder if
recently.
I've seen that or not.
But they're good.
Yeah.
Where I was like, okay, he gained
Yeah.
some respect back. Where I was like,
Yeah.
I loved the OJ thing, and then I watched I think I didn't finish the Clinton one, but I was like, I have one episode left. But
Every now and then I like watching like a good like a documentary about like something that's interesting, but I only do that like once in a blue moon. I try not to like do it all the time. It's towards like the only
so
thing
stupid.
that people are watching are like documentaries. I'm like, I'll dip into one. Like I did like the
so relatable.
I did like the Jared one, and then I was like, okay, I need to like watch some like actual like TV or whatever to get a palate cleanser from that for a
Jared.
second.
Subway Jared?
Oh yeah, there's one that came out like 2 or 3 years ago that like goes into like the whole thing. And you're like, God
Yeah.
damn, dude, this is.
Was it bad?
Was it bad?
It ruined a woman's
Was
life because this woman was like he said something to her in private. So she like secretly dedicated like the next like 3 or 4 years of her life to taking him down, and it
Damn.
like ruined her life, like ripped her family apart and shit. But she was like, I know like I'm like the only one that can do this, and that's how he ended up getting caught, was because
Why did it ruin
she
her
went
life?
on like a vigilante mission for like 4 or 5 years. Like,
Oh, I could see it.
Why did
like-
that?
Karen, why does it matter?
like
Oh yeah.
it doesn't
like-
matter. It's none of you.
No, he's a
Let it
predator.
go.
Just ruined all of her
like,
personal
just,
relationships.
like trying to record shit,
Yeah.
but like she couldn't like record it because it was like
Not legal.
it wasn't legal or whatever. So
two-way
she had to
or-
like talk
Oh
to
yeah,
the,
yeah,
she
yeah.
had to like talk
Two-party
to the
consent.
FBI,
And they had to redo it, meet him again. Yeah.
She had to go through like all this shit and like talk about like giving her kids to him and shit just to get him to admit shit. Like it was fucking wild.
So you don't watch a lot of documentaries, but you watched the Subway one,
Yeah.
and then
No,
checked out.
That's what I'm saying. I'll
Okay,
watch-
That's his toe dip.
That's so funny.
I'll watch like one and then it'll be like that and be
Nah,
like,
dude.
all
That's
right,
enough.
Dude,
let
I'll
me
watch-
get like into like a
I'll watch
series
so
or
many
something, just to
documentaries.
give myself like a palate cleanser.
Nah, I'll watch any documentary. I watch them all the time, dude. I just watched the Karen Reed one. That was a good update, a primer to get you updated on what was going on HBO Max. There was that one.
I can't tell if she did it, man.
Did
I
any of
really
you watch
can't.
fucking Ren Faire or hear about that?
I like the movie.
Renfield?
Ren Faire.
The movie?
It was
The vampire one?
Ren Faire.
That's
Okay.
right.
It was
That's what I thought he was saying.
no.
I'm like,
It was
what?
a documentary on Max. And I
Oh.
think the Safdies like produced it
The
or something.
Renaissance
Is
Festival.
it about a Renaissance?
Yeah.
It was like a secession.
I always wanted to go to one, so I will watch it.
It was like a secession thing of this old guy who runs the biggest one. Like I think it's maybe out in Colorado or something like that. But it was always about he's this cranky old dude who is wild, like so into getting prostitutes and like they're clearly escorts. He's like trying to be a sugar daddy and like they follow him on a date
Oh
with
my
much
God.
younger women. But he's this cranky
So he's
old
a
dude.
pimp.
And then it's about the people who worked for him for the last 20 years under him who like take it very seriously and want to be the ones that he gives the business to. And like one of the guys in there is incredible where it's like he seems like he's gay but he's got a wife they met at the Ren Fair. She also works there.
Does
but
he bring
runs
like the prostitutes to the Ren Fair? Because dude,
No,
you
no,
could
no.
really make some prostitutes look fucking fantastic.
Why would
at,
you
like,
need
a Ren Fair.
prostitutes to do that?
I thought that's what you said. Like that's what
No,
he was doing.
no, in his
Prostitutes.
spare time. In his spare time,
Yeah.
he's not hiring them to walk
You
around the
like,
Ren Fair.
Imagine getting some prostitutes dressed up for a Ren
Oh, like
Fair.
a
You could
Ren
make
Fair
them look
Hooters.
Really fucking
What
cool
would
and
be the
hot.
purpose of that?
A Ren Fair Hooters.
A visual spectacle.
Instead of getting like employees, you know how much more expensive a fucking prostitute would be to do a
You would
shift
be
at a Ren
king of
Fair?
the Ren Fair.
That's so
and then
stupid.
suck
all
them
your
off.
sex
Like,
advantages.
Anywho, hold on though. This
my
guy is like
God.
the theater guy, one of the guys that wants it. He's this like gay dude who seems like he's gay but he's married, okay? But he has one of the best lines in the documentary ever when it's like he gets like fired or whatever. Or it's like the end of the Ren Fair and he's like all his routine that he always does when it's the end of Ren Fair is he goes and he sits in his car and he like sits in the car with the cameraman and he looks at the guy in the front seat and he's like, "Have you ever heard Shrek the Musical?" It's like, oh, this is gonna blow your mind. And it's like he like then plays a song from Shrek the Musical and he's like singing along to it.
Was it
Because
Smash Mouth?
he used to do Shrek like a long time ago, not even like on Broadway or anything, but like in a local stupid thing. So, but this dude's crying in his car singing along to Shrek the Musical. Anywho, fantastic documentary.
Gets fired right after.
Yes, this cranky guy. But this guy,
Was he crying to Smash Mouth?
no, they don't use Smash Mouth for it. Actually, I think they do a rendition of All Star possibly in the play. I'm not sure,
That's
but
what set him off.
the point was that guy actually just died, the old guy, because the documentary finished where he ended up like not selling to anybody. He's like, I'm gonna keep doing it, and then it was like that was like last year, but this guy's now dead.
So now do you know who has the reins now? Who's holding the reins?
Well, apparently, I'm sure they're gonna have to work out the contracts. He killed himself. Because he lost this
escort?
He lost this thing where people are suing him because they had a deal to buy the whole thing for like $60 million.
Nope.
he just didn't do the stuff by the deadlines or whatever. And he's like, yeah, again, did another note. And so they sued him, and then I guess he killed himself.
That
God
is
damn.
wild.
But I'm just saying, that's why you gotta get into more documentaries.
Yeah, I
Don't
guess
just watch one every once in a while.
Yeah.
I'm literally talking to you. You don't have to raise your hand.
I do want to see that documentary, and I'll probably see it and then bring it up next episode. But I just want to say, like, you guys want to go to a Ren Fair?
Nope.
I actually do.
And
don't
number
care.
2,
Do you want to dress up?
would you like?
Nope.
Would
He
you
would.
commit to
Yeah,
dressing up,
he
or
should
would
be
you
working
half
there.
at?
They'll think you work there. They'll come up to you and be like, "Sir."
I think
Right,
it would
three
really
options.
lose his luster though.
He'd be like,
I don't
"Actually,
want
the
to.
bathrooms are
I don't want to
that way."
ruin the magic for him
look
because
at
it's like a thing of like, oh, if you live in
behind
Florida,
the curtain,
if you live in
you see
Florida,
all
where do
that.
you vacation?
Right.
I think I would definitely dress up.
Yeah.
No shit, dude.
You would probably half-ass it.
I'm not gonna-
You
like
wouldn't.
half kind of
No,
dress
you
up.
Not even at all. Not even at all, buddy.
And you'll still show up in Crocs like an asshole.
I'll be in my pajamas.
I don't think there's
I'm not
anything wrong with him
brother.
going in Crocs.
I
Yeah.
do.
You've never been to a Ren Fair.
Exactly.
Crocs.
That's why I want to go. And
There's
just
plenty of people who don't dress up.
completely lose myself in the
In
story.
fact, it's pretty
Oh,
normal
so wait, you
not
want us to do that too?
Yes.
No.
If it was like a birthday gift for you, I would do that.
Wouldn't do it
Where if
even
it was
if it
we
was
all
your
dressed up
birthday.
and for the whole day had to pretend. I would do it to a
You're
frustrating
gonna listen
degree.
back to this, and I want the Broski that
talking
listens
all
back to
Irish
this
accent. Go around.
Look up.
Hope I don't get
Ren
ripped.
Fairs in Ohio around July 11th.
Hope I don't get ripped.
So it sounds like you already have plans to go.
I'll
to
go.
Ren Fair.
I'll go in character with you.
That's what I'm screaming.
To Mordor.
The look of the Irish.
Look at the Irish.
Also, why
Yeah, we'll
not?
do it wrong. We'll just pretend to be leprechauns, thinking that's Ren Fair.
Where's me lucky charm?
Why would you not want to like dress up cool and like
Show
go
us
to,
your
like,
tits.
Go to like
Like the baker lady
like,
that's
a
like, and
Viking
then we need the
tavern
bread.
and drink like mead.
We're just leprechauns.
Show us your tits.
We're not perverts. We're just
I'm not gonna
leprechauns.
talk over you guys.
Yeah,
You are doing it
We're
right
not
now.
going, so I'm not.
No,
Yeah.
you guys are tearing it down.
I'm tearing.
I mean,
He's being on board-ish. I'm
agreeing
tearing
with
it down.
yeah, no, I'm the what?
What? Is that come again?
Like
you just gotta listen to what we're
he's
saying.
kind of
sometimes,
like,
too.
hey, if you really want to do that, I'll do that with you, and then you're tearing it down. So he's
I'm
saying
not tearing it
like,
down.
I was
Back to
tearing it
me.
down.
I will
but
never.
also like giving you like the wink, like, yeah, look at this fucking idiot.
I didn't wink at him, by the way.
I'm saying he's winking at you.
You're hearing what you
He's not
want to
winking
hear.
at me.
You know what?
He's
Stop
not
winking at everybody.
He's not saying he'd love to go and then giving me a fat old wink going, Ross is such a fucking idiot.
I mean, I literally said if it was a birthday gift for you,
Yes,
I would go
you
in
would do
character.
it,
And then
yeah.
I was trying to riff with you, and then you just, I don't know what
Yeah.
you're talking about.
And then I said, I'm not going even for your birthday. Is what I said.
You know what would really be really cool if like if we learned from like Forged in Fire. Like, have you ever seen that show to where it's like
I
they make
watched a
their own
YouTube
like
short of it the other
medieval
day.
like weapons?
Why
and
would
shit?
I have to watch that show to learn? Do you know there's other resources
No.
that are probably more in depth
Probably
that would
YouTube.
teach me? What are we
YouTube.
going to sit there and pause a TV show
I'm
every once
just
in a while?
saying,
Oh,
by the
there's
way,
a
what
forge?
if,
the smelting
what if we like
ingredient pattern
forged
is-
our own swords and then went to a Ren Fair and like kind of took it like too seriously to like where we became a problem?
Why would
That
we?
would
That
be,
just sounds like
that
a
would be
couple
fun.
drunk assholes.
You mean
we
like
gotta
killing
throw out.
people?
Yeah.
No,
We're like storming. Oh shit! Those one guys are setting up barricades out front again. Prepare to storm!
this is our corner now.
Storming the castle!
Give us your princess.
Oh wait, we gotta give him the ticket. We gotta give him the ticket first.
How do you
And
feel?
then we storm.
How do you feel about your Zelda
wanna be
being
like the
a
Black
trans
Knight,
man,
dude.
Ross?
Whoa! Don't say that.
Huh? What did he say?
Okay, we're not saying stuff like trans man. Okay, we're
Oh,
gonna,
trans woman? Is that
Trans.
is that the correct?
Yeah.
I thought you were supposed to add the woman.
She's a woman.
Okay.
You don't dead name them and saying
didn't
like,
dead name, I wasn't
oh, you
trying to
used to be a
dead-
man,
Dude,
so
I
you're
don't
trans.
I thought it was
I don't wanna
trans.
talk about this
So you
subject.
just say
I
they're
don't wanna
trans?
She's a trans woman.
But I guess I'm trying to paint the picture here. I don't know how else to do
I don't know.
this.
One day we're gonna get to the point where she's just a woman.
She's just a woman. You're right. That's probably.
But yeah, I think she looks good for
what
the
do you
part.
think about that?
The Zelda.
She does.
one?
That's
Is
what I
that
was
what
like. I was like,
Yeah,
she
she
looks
looks
perfect.
great.
I didn't know that she was trans when I first saw it.
Exactly.
See?
She looked perfect.
Because why? It shouldn't even be an issue, guys. We're an ally. We're an ally.
Ally. Wasn't trying to poke anybody, but at the same time,
Plus,
just
it's not
wondered
like
how Ross
it's not
felt.
like Link and Zelda like fuck in the games or anything.
So
They've always had like more like a platonic friendship.
Okay, I know, but do you
kind of
realize what
movie
your
are they
point of view
making?
is? Is like, oh, well, at least the actor doesn't have to kiss him.
yeah, which
That's what do you what?
yeah. What are you saying?
Well, okay. Imagine you like get
Alright,
the
dude,
ocarina
kissing a
and you
dude.
you get the Triforce and shit, and then it's like, dude, Zelda, me and you against the world, and then it's just like,
Are you doing fanfic porn right now?
No,
Yeah,
it's
what
like,
is this pornography?
Hey, Link, guess what? Like, I know you just like did all this shit to help save the world, but it's like, I hope you're cool that I have a dick. And then he's just got to be like,
The character
"Whoa,
would
dude."
not have to have a dick. It's not like we see under Zelda's. What?
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna make it
What?
a thing.
Blink or something. Stop looking at me with those dead fucking eyes.
It's like that's what I said.
But you know what I mean?
No.
no, actually, I don't. I don't either.
So is
When you
is-
respond, will you respond to what I just said? Why would it matter if Zelda has a dick?
because people have a problem with straight people playing gay roles.
Yeah. Okay. That was what we were originally talking about.
So now are we to think like
Zelda's
if
not
a trans person plays
Can I-
Zelda?
can I tell
is
you-
Zelda then in fact
I
trans?
will say this is my fault. I asked him what he thought
know
about
what I
it.
mean?
Oh, no, that's fine.
That's
no,
probably-
I know. But I already answered you.
Like, I get what
I already
you're saying is
answered you.
ridiculous,
I
but
already
it's
answered.
not
Can you stop
completely
talking
like
for a
that, I
second? Just
feel.
stop talking. The character of Zelda will not have a penis. Do you not understand what acting is? They're playing a character.
No, but what
It's
I'm
not-
saying,
But Ross knows
Is
the character.
everybody-
It's not like Tilda Swinton and Constantine when she's playing that Gabriel angel. She's like, but I don't have a penis.
no, but what I'm saying is like now,
How are we?
You're like, I know, Tilda. You're an actor.
now in this day and age, people get in an uproar if a
Yes,
straight person
that's what's
plays a
happening
gay
right now
character.
with the
That's
actor.
why I'm- yeah.
That's why there's a whole thing
That's
with
why I
that. That's
asked
why
you.
he asked you in the
Yeah.
first place. People are in an outrage over her doing that. That's what we're talking
that's
about.
what we're talking about.
You're literally just defining the whole problem of what's going on.
Well, I feel like this already
if you
happened
missed
with
it.
Snow White and the fucking dwarves, dude.
Oh yeah, I forgot she had a dick too. What are you
Well,
talking
yeah,
about?
Does that? Is that?
You're talking about the dwarf thing?
No,
That wasn't-
They were dwarves.
This isn't
Then
the same
Peter
thing at
Dinklage
all.
Was like took all these jobs away from dwarves because he said like this is not good. For our
How is
community.
that like Zelda?
Then
People
they
having
made
a
him,
problem
like,
with Zelda having a penis?
Shots fired. Shots fired.
It all goes together somehow, some way.
Yeah, it's internet outrage.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Very good.
Dinklage.
Are we figuring this out right now?
Do you not like Peter Dinklage?
You know what pissed me off? Like when people like I got a little bit mad about like the Acolyte,
Well,
and
kinda-
they said
I didn't enjoy it.
They,
I thought I did.
They said it tanked because of toxic fandom, and it was like no, it tanked because
It was
fandom.
garbage, kind of.
It was actually kind of
Like,
garbage.
like don't
There was a
But-
couple.
but-
the
but-
fight
no, no,
was
put
good.
toxic.
No, hold on,
onto,
hold on.
like the
Hold on.
fans being like, dude, I
It
don't
was
like this.
hold on. It was toxic because they're referring to in that like there is actual legit criticism that was bad. It was,
Sure.
but the review brigading happens where before people even watch anything or whatever, they flood Rotten Tomatoes and like Letterboxd and IMDb by making it have like the lowest scores possible. That's where the toxicity comes in.
I mean, they should just blanket until it can be released anyway. I don't even know.
I
why
mean,
they
it doesn't
have
matter.
that.
People were already going to be like review bombing
Yeah.
it because of like it doesn't matter. Like that stuff has already
I
happened.
wonder what the correlation though is for how many people actually see that movie versus review.
Yeah, none of those people.
Eventually,
Exactly.
though. Well,
But,
no,
I mean, the Acolyte was an outlier because that was actually just bad.
Yeah.
Well, I
I
feel
watched
like-
it all, but
I could.
It's like
I'll probably. Will
I
at some
get that it's like you know you want to switch it up and have a female director. Totally fine. Can you make sure though that like she likes
she's-
like
make sure
she
she's
knows
good.
like Star Wars?
I
and
love that
shit?
you end up being on the side of the toxic people out there. Like,
Yeah.
well, if it's gonna be a female director,
she better be fucking good.
she hasn't even seen Star Wars.
Well, and I am like one of those guys. I can't help
Which
it.
being a kid during this
I
era would have
can't
been
help
nuts.
it because I grew up with like Star Wars, but I do get like a little bit like, oh, like where's can I get some lightsabers? You know, like
Oh, yeah.
I know that it's like I shouldn't want that, and I should want like a good narrative, but I still like have that like kid in me to where it's like I really kind of like
We got to go to
need,
Galaxy's
like, an
Edge, buddy.
epic lightsaber.
You want to go to
fight.
Galaxy's Edge?
Yeah, of course.
What is that? Some Disney Paramount thing?
I'll
No, that's the
never be
theme
able to
park.
afford that though.
Oh, where?
Florida, right?
It's probably not
Disney?
more than a few.
I think there's
$100
one in
Ross.
California too.
I'm
Don't
sure-
go to Rock on the Range
I'm
one
sure
year.
that's in like my top 10 things to do in life, but I'll
I'm
never
sure.
afford that.
Yeah,
That's
I'll never
hilarious.
afford
If
to
you
go
really had to
Galaxy's
sit down
Edge.
and write it out, that would
Because
be.
they're gonna get me as soon as it gets to like where I get to like, oh, you want to build your own lightsaber? I'm like, dude, fucking take
Don't
everything
tease
I
me.
have. Take
Don't
everything
tease
I
me.
have.
It's not a real lightsaber, though.
I'll give you all my clothes if I can walk out with
Bro,
like a
there's like
lightsaber
a
that
saber.
I built.
Dude, you know
Fuck
some,
you,
like-
dude.
All right,
Oh, that's
No,
right.
no,
That's right. You
don't
were trying
tell
to get that sponsor. That's right.
Yeah, don't tell him.
Saber
We'll get it for his
Forge.
birthday.
There's
That'll
like
be easier birthday. No
3 of
Ren
them.
Faire, please. I'll get him a lightsaber. I'll just order him
But
a lightsaber.
we do need
No, dude. He or his brother will break it immediately.
They will break it yeah, for sure.
not if you get a combat ready, dude.
Hilarious. It'll
I-
be based on the quality you get. Bro, you should have got me the combat ready one.
At least
You know
go,
I live with Reed.
At least go to the website.
No, then
and
he'll
you'll-
want one and then you guys want to fight.
and then I'll be
Bro,
and then
go
they
to the
will break it.
website and you'll immediately be like, dude, I want one of these. Then you'll see like
No,
the
they're
price
cool.
tag and it's like $345. And you're like, I can never justify getting this unless I'm
Yeah.
like doing hella good for myself. That's why I'm like, we need to get some cool sponsors of like
I love that inside you is just a 14-year-old boy that's just controlling
inside
everything.
me is somebody that is ready to advertise for somebody for a product that I actually like.
That you don't even own.
That's why I'm like,
Come on, Saberforge, hook him up. Send your boy.
Manscaped, I use Manscaped. Saberforge, hook me up with a lightsaber. Like, what else?
Blue
would-
Chew, he could get into dick pills.
See, I can't. I would love to appreciate a Blue Chew, but I'm not like dating anybody, and it's been a while for me, dude. So it's like, Blue Chew's
there's
like
a commercial
around
for
now,
that.
and I'm just like, I don't. This means nothing to me. I don't.
He hasn't had sex since
I
Blue
don't have
Chew
anybody to use a
became
Blue
a
Chew
thing.
on.
Yo, I tried one of
You
the
know?
Blue Chews.
Blue Chew? No thanks, I don't need it.
Should I just?
Oh
like,
wow, man, Mr. Fuck Machine's like, no, I'm just not having sex.
I just not having sex.
Should I just like get one like when I'm like
Hanging out.
having like
By yourself.
tonight's gonna be a night to where it's like I'm gonna like put in like an hour-long session.
You should do-
Like,
yeah,
I get like
no.
a Blue Chew and be like, let me test this out on myself.
You have to
before
order
I
it
risk
online
it with a
first. You
Yeah.
can't just be like, should I just get one? But you could, in a pinch, get one of those honey packs I keep hearing about.
Ah, fuck
They
that.
sell
The
those.
fuck is that?
I don't know. It's some honey pack thing where you know, it's like literally a honey pack.
Was it like a ketchup packet and you just squirt it onto your dick and rub it in?
No, you eat it. You don't put. That's so funny for somebody who misunderstood. It's like I got a honey pack, baby.
Yeah, it
it's
did-
like why
I
is your
literally
dick
thought,
so
like-
sticky?
In my head, it looked like a ketchup packet full of honey that you were squeezing on your
Dude.
dick. That it's like, dude, this is
Oh,
gonna
I almost
get
wish
us
we
going.
didn't reveal that
Like,
because
all right.
now I could just see you are interested in trying it out
God damn,
maybe
I
one night.
dude,
by
I really
yourself.
got to get
I think
a
he just wants to have
girlfriend
sex.
I
slash
felt like he's trying to
partner.
just masturbate with it one time just to see how it goes. Is that what I'm
Masturbated
hearing?
with a honey
been-
pack. I don't recommend it.
I've been
Leave an
sing-
Amazon
dude,
review
I've
of
been
it.
single for too long.
It
I
made
gotta
a
find
mess,
somebody
dude.
that's gonna help me turn my life around.
My pubes
that's-
are
I gotta start like
matted.
going to the doctor
Do
and
not
shit.
put any poor woman
I'm almost
through that
40.
at all,
Okay.
dude. I
I
mean,
need somebody that's gonna make me like go to the doctor because I'm not gonna do it myself. Are you?
so you want your mother?
Am I gonna make you go to the doctor?
Well,
no,
you-
I know how to be an adult. I don't
No,
know what
you
you're
have a
talking-
significant other. You're not gonna go to the doctor unless she's like, "Hey, when's the last time?" you
That's
had a
not even
checkup?"
remotely true at all. Do not put your stuff on me. That's I can do my own stuff.
I'm still gonna keep it part of my fantasy.
You're so weird, dude.
It's my reality.
Somebody date this Ross.
definitely not going
So
to the
apparently he
doctor.
can
He's
be told to
single
go to
as
the
fuck.
doctor. That's so retarded.
Damn.
Like,
and
that's
we're back.
that's what I need from a partner. Somebody that's gonna like make me go to the doctor and shit, and then in return, it's like, yeah, I'll put up a shelf for like whatever you need me to do. I can do fucking anything.
Can you put up a shelf?
Can you put up
I
a
can
shelf?
do
Can you put up a shelf?
anything I put my mind to. That's physical.
But can you put up a shelf?
I don't know. You were about to watch that
Yeah.
one that forging show just to learn how to forge something. I don't know.
It's not working.
First off, I've seen
The
a
show goes too quick.
Go too quick. It doesn't have plus points.
Cherry on top.
Yeah.
Hosted by one Bill Goldberg.
Oh, that's even
Who
worse.
is
What the
that?
fuck
Is
does he
it?
know about
Is that the
forging?
wrestler?
Oh, does he have his own forge? I can
don't
see
know.
that actually.
Is that the wrestler?
Yeah, it's
he
just
was the
fun
wrestler.
'cause he
Now he's the host of what
He's
is
the
it?
guy that
Yeah,
eliminates
Valley
people that
Forge
it's
or-
like, hey, your blade is not up to snuff.
Is that
I
how
thought it
Bill
was that-
Goldberg talks now?
Yeah.
What's the
that'd
show
be
called?
awesome.
What's the show called again?
Your blade
Forged in
ain't up to
Fire.
snuff.
What is it?
Forged in Fire. I don't know if they still make
I
them,
thought
but
it
they
was
did
Valley.
like 4 seasons.
Okay,
It's
but my
actually
point
fascinating.
was talking about how
I hate that
resourceful
shit.
you would be is that your first instinct
Also-
to forge a sword was to watch that show.
And also,
Well,
that's
number one,
that's a reality
gotta
show.
get a forge.
Also,
Can you
that's a
listen to
reality
me?
show.
Can't do
Can
it
you
without a
respond to
forge.
me? Can you respond to me?
What'd you say?
My whole thing about bringing this back up is you were talking about how resourceful you were around the house. When I was questioning that by saying that your first instinct when you want to like learn how to forge a sword would be to watch that show.
Yes.
Why?
Because
don't
it's
you think you could
informative.
don't you think you could find a better resource online?
Dude, I've seen like a whole season.
So
They
you-
go
So you
into
could probably just wing it now,
Probably
huh?
should do it.
They
huh?
go to like each contestant, and each contestant has like a forge set up in like their fucking garage.
That
and shit.
14-year-old boy
So
is
you
just-
watch them like fucking smelt like their own swords in like in their garage. It's like this is actually pretty cool. Too bad everybody's gonna think this is fucking gay as fuck.
Maybe not, but you do know that
Only like the nerd community is like a good like sword or like something is like appreciated.
By the way, do you know that Ross,
loser.
that is a reality show?
Yeah.
I know it's called Fortune 5.
But you said you don't watch reality shows.
You indeed do.
That's the only one.
No, it's not. Okay.
You said there wasn't one before.
No,
Now you're moving
because
the benchmark.
the popular ones that everybody
Goalposts keep
watches,
moving
like
further back.
Right.
the popular
If you
ones
knew
that-
conversational tactics or like
Right.
argument tactics like that, I would give you more credit. But
I don't like feeling awkward. So like the super popular ones that people like Below Deck or
don't even-
fucking Big Brother or something. There's always something fucking awkward going on. That's like I don't feel like
There's
I,
no
I
way
should
you
be
haven't
watching
seen
this. Dude.
some of Jersey Shore.
that's why you don't like The Office.
Well, some of the Steve Carell episodes, like he can get like too awkward. So it's
Oh
like,
yeah, I love that.
It kind of feels
great.
like
Some people can't handle that. I
I
You, see
understand.
a-
Yeah.
you ever see a movie and like somebody gets stabbed and for whatever reason like
really
you get like
hits
a
you.
weird like sharp pain in your gooch or something like God damn
In your
ooh.
gooch?
Yeah, that's normal.
I mean, I would say it's sympathy pains, but I think that's normally where it happens.
Kind of the same with me feeling awkward. I'm just like, oh God, dude, this is painful to watch. I'm like,
Yeah.
why am I watching this?
This is painful to watch.
I mean, the Michael's
I like
Tots
this?
episode still.
The what?
The Michael's Tots or the laptop.
Scott's Tots?
Scott's
yeah.
Tots,
There's a
yeah.
whole subreddit dedicated to that.
That
called
one was-
Cannot Watch Scott's
yeah,
Tots.
it's terrifying.
And it's just
almost.
the poster just like still can't do
Yeah.
it. That's literally it's just this has been around for so many years. Just
Does
people
it
keep
not hold up?
huh?
No,
does
it's
it
not
not hold
that.
up?
It's,
I do like jumping in there every once in a while. I used to jump in there and go do it, pussy.
yeah, that's hilarious.
Does it not hold up? No, it still holds up.
Yeah, it's so funny.
It's a good. Have you seen it?
Even being like
Yeah, I've seen it,
overexposed.
but it is like a tough one to go back to.
Well, you don't like watching it at all, but
I do like
give this boy cartoons.
I do like Michael and Dwight's interactions though.
Yeah, dude.
Kevin Smith's doing an AMA. If we had anything we wanted to
Yeah, I
ask
know. I
him
saw
about.
that. It's not till tomorrow though. I don't think.
I know. So there's
sucks.
time.
Yeah, we gotta
Fucking
get that right
bullshit.
this time.
There's
the first
time.
one was, or the first or second comment was like, he's literally only going to respond to one post, and it's going to be like 10 paragraphs long.
Well, with that attitude,
Yeah, well,
How
I'm just
much
saying
time do we have? Because I did have something.
it's
written down.
not till tomorrow.
And it's
No,
not that.
I
I'm not
mean,
even saying that's
how
a
much
bad
time
thing.
do we have left in the podcast? Because I
What
did
are you
write-
talking about? There's no time limit.
Yeah.
What?
What do you mean? How much?
I thought we always shot for like an hour. Then we get like an hour 15. It's like, oh, that's fine.
It doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Why?
We
Can
can
I
do whatever
can we
we
keep
want.
talking about what we were just talking about?
Kevin Smith, like the dude, love the dude.
Love the dude.
I hate you so much.
I do like the dude. He's good. He's
I
good,
love that, like-
I watched that thing at your house so many times growing up. That
Oh, the
fucking-
evening with Kevin
Yeah,
Smith.
dude, that was
those
fun.
were so good. It was a giant box
over
I
set.
and
used to
over.
listen.
It was like
to,
6 hours of just
Yeah.
Kevin Smith talking, which was so good, telling
compelling
stories.
for some reason. Yeah, not
I
some
used
reason,
to
but
up until like a year ago, only because like it kind of like left my algorithm. Like I listened to like his podcast when they did like
Which one?
well the one
He's got like 5.
I think it was Fat Man Beyond. They did, and I loved
name.
that they did it like Star Wars. Like there's a Jamie, I think his friend has like a actual like working like Star Wars cantina in like L.A. It's called the Scum and
what does
Villainy.
by working mean?
Yeah.
Is it's like a building?
No, it's an actual bar.
Oh, it's an. Oh, okay.
So it's called like the Scum and Villainy. I don't know if it's tavern or whatever, but like they would do their podcast out of that. And I'm like, God damn, that would be so fucking cool to like be in like a Star Wars themed restaurant doing our podcast and shit.
Well, hey, let's keep
Hey,
going.
Yeah,
with
we
it.
could probably go.
I know,
Hey, you
let's,
got it.
let's see if we can
Did
get
I-
a guest spot.
I-
Like,
so wait, did I ever tell
get
you?
this to blow up so we can go to that place and hang out with Kevin Smith and talk about Star Wars.
Did I ever tell you about
Is that
that?
part of your bucket? Is that somewhere on the
Sorry.
top?
I would
Did I-
love if we would
did I
just stop
derail
talking about
everything?
the cantina thing. I really want to get to my story because it's way cooler.
Yeah.
Did I ever tell you about the time that I played Fortnite with Jason Mewes? Jay from Jay and Silent Bob.
How do you play?
Huh?
Was he
He was
shitty?
playing on a Nintendo Switch.
That's
he was on
hilarious.
his. He was in a car on his way to Vegas. But I
You
had,
can't say that without having proof.
I have proof
I mean-
actually. I do have the video somewhere. I'll play the thing of it.
Yeah, he'll prove
But-
you.
Throw it into the video. Throw it into the edit.
All right, let's go. Should we go over to Snobby? Let's do it. Full shields, Caesar, Broski. If you got Broski and Sherman, if you look, there's probably mushrooms around here.
Yeah, there's a whole squad down there.
Let's go fuck their mouths, bro.
Cut
Anywho.
it right here.
Anywho,
That,
can I
and
explain
then
the
we'll come
story?
back.
Can I explain the story?
You can now.
So a few years ago, he started doing like streams, but he wasn't like having a lot of people. But I saw it on there, and it's like he had his name and his gamer tag on there. So in Fortnite, I just added him, and like it was accepted. So we were just friends on there for the longest time. Never played or like tried to send him anything or whatever. one Sunday morning, I woke up and I was like on my computer or whatever, and it was literally he sent me an invite.
Oh, that's
because they
hilarious.
needed more people apparently for a squad. So I literally just joined the squad of these. It was like me and like 3 other people and him. Or me and
He had his mic on, I assume.
yeah, that's the thing. He's on a Nintendo Switch. He's like literally said he was on his way to Vegas, and whoever the other people were, I think were fans too, because somebody asked him about if they were doing another Jay and Silent Bob, and this was well before they actually did another Jay and Silent Bob the reboot.
Yeah,
that was before they even did that. So this is like 2017 or whatever. But yeah, I got the video proof of it.
Yeah,
Played with Jason
fucker.
Mewes, Jay and Silent Bob, Fortnite.
Boom.
What'd you guys place?
I don't remember. We definitely got pretty far in it. We didn't win, but I do know it was a long match.
I got like 2 celebrity. Mick, you got any celebrity stories? You meet a celebrity ever?
A few times. Christopher Meloni was the one that I fucked up.
Oh my God, that's
Yeah,
right.
So
Didn't
awkward.
you like miss like Shane Gillis a couple weeks
Wait,
ago?
hold on,
Like,
no.
twice?
Tell the Christopher Meloni story.
Had no idea he had like walked in because I was just talking to my coworker and then like
You were working where?
Yeah, and then I was
No,
talking.
you were working where?
I was at Starbucks in German Village specifically, and he came in and I was talking I think to another customer and my coworker, and I just didn't notice, and I started making the drinks that came through and like. Which is like I think it was like a Java chip with like espresso and then another espresso on the side. Something like that. But then I like handed him his drink, and like as I'm handing it to him to say, you know, have a good night, like I'm like, holy fuck. That is that guy. That's fucking
That's
Chris
Meloni.
And I said not a word. I just
Dude,
stared
did he
at
look
him. He's
buff?
like no lid. He's like no lid. And I was like putting the lid on, just looking at him, putting the lid on as he's like no lid. And I just was staring at him. I said not a word.
he look
I put
jacked?
it down, and I still could. Dude, he was way taller than I thought. He might have been in the. I don't know how tall he is, but he was way taller, and he looked like a fucking brick shit house. Dude. He was like, holy fuck.
Wait. So that was it?
I said not a word, and then I just kind of like stared at him, and he just kind of calmly walked out.
Did he
normal.
take the lid off?
I eventually realized
Oh,
it
he
as
was
I was
saying no
handing
lid.
it, and I was like, what
No
the
lid. Oh,
fuck?
sorry.
Yeah, I didn't
Can
even.
I touch your
don't even think
arm?
I said that, and I just was like. But it just threw me off so much that I didn't even recognize him coming in.
Yeah, why the fuck would Christopher Meloni be in German Village?
Exactly, and then it's like, and then you look up and a dude who's normally in a fucking tiny little fucking television, hilariously in your face.
you let bigger than you are in the box, Mr.
I should have wished I had said.
What's his name on Law &
Yeah,
Order?
'cause
Because that would have been
don't,
funny
like-
to call him that.
And I could have went to the set.
Don't like those Law and Orders film like year round. So how did he have time to be like?
They get a
in
break.
Columbus?
They get a
well, no,
break.
he
I don't
was
even
in-
know if he's still doing it. I think SUU's done.
He was filming that
he
movie
just
with
made a
John
return to,
Travolta
like-
in Columbus.
Yeah, he was doing the John Travolta movie.
Yeah.
But also, that production company that was doing the movie here in town, they're notorious for literally having a 2-week production schedule. They shit out movies really quick. It's the direct-to-video people. Like the same ones that did the John Travolta are the same
Yeah.
people that did the Bruce Willis one.
Something of Wrath of something.
Did
The ones where they were talking about where they're doing the thing with the Bruce Willis earpiece shit.
Oh, really?
Like, yeah, where the one guy's like, Bruce got confused on one of the sets and like,
Did Christopher Meloni hit you with like a sick exit line?
Nope. Again, it was the most. I said nothing.
Just,
I
like, gave you a
stared.
wink and just
I
said
was
you're gonna-
blown away.
stay safe out there, don't get raped.
Yeah, I was like, okay, Christopher, thanks for.
Wow, he cares about that outside of Law and Order too.
Wow.
Wow, that's pretty cool, man. I got like 2, but I'm gonna make them really quick.
Okay, and then we'll do a
you
break.
Get one.
The first one,
I'll give you one.
Yeah, I'll give you one. Pick your cooler one.
Yeah.
The first one,
Please.
My dad, like, he had this band. He formed like this like cancer benefit. So it was kind of like a big thing, and it was like, oh, cool. Like, dad like got this together. This is really cool. He ended up getting Buster Douglas.
Jesus
If anybody
Christ.
knows,
He's
Buster
a
Douglas
boxer.
is one of the somewhat few famous people we have from Columbus, Ohio.
Was he
And
confused walking in? Where am I?
He's a boxer, right?
He famously gave Mike Tyson like his first knockout. So it was like,
Wow. Thanks, Buster. Thanks for
fucking
giving me that.
the shit for Columbus. So he's there at this cancer benefit that my dad held, and he's got like a fucking guy or whatever. But like I have a picture with like Buster Douglas. We're like holding like boxing gloves or whatever. I'm like, this is fucking cool as shit. Like Ohio royalty almost.
14-year-old.
The second one, it's kind of 2 and 3. So I used to work at GameWorks, which is right in the Easton Mall
Or was.
across. This was like 2000.
It was like an adult barcade.
It was across from the Columbus Funny Bone. So every now and then, like when I would get out of work, I would see like whoever was like the headline or whatever. Sometimes they would be out doing autographs. So I saw Ralphie May like giving autographs and shit, and I was like, oh, that's fucking cool. This one like blew my mind though, because it was
you had 2?
it was just me, and it was just Greg Giraldo leaving like
These are heavy hitters, dude.
Before
I
he
saw
dies?
John Reed go in the back, and I was like, "Hey, John, what's up?" But the Greg Giraldo one was crazy because it was just me getting out of my job because the parking garage
Wait,
is right there.
are you like the angel of death for these comedians?
I don't know.
Ralphie May and Greg Giraldo are
Yeah,
dead.
dead. Yeah. Holy shit.
John
dude.
Reap is still alive, as far as I know.
Well, thank God you haven't met any more.
Yeah.
That's a really unimpressive list. I'm sorry, but yeah.
But right next to the Funny Bone is the parking garage. So
Greg Giraldo was good.
I'm getting out of GameWorks. I'm going to the parking garage, but I'm walking right past the Funny Bone.
So was Ralphie May. Ralphie May had some funny bits.
Who else
Greg
did you-
Giraldo walks out
Oh, this
with
is still-
two women. There's nobody else.
Okay.
And he's walking in front of me. So we go into the parking garage, and he's got like a chick under each arm, and then gets into like a yellow Lamborghini. And I'm just like, dude, is that fucking Rockstar Comedy or fucking
that-
what?
is that
dude?
That's a
Greg
rental.
Giraldo?
And I
for
was
sure.
looking around. I was looking around.
All of those,
And
all of them. The
escorts.
women
Yeah.
and the car rentals.
Well, I was looking around like I'm the only person who's witnessing this right now.
I love that none of these are like you talk to them or anything.
I was gonna say,
These
you
are
just
really
saw them.
terrible
Yeah.
stories.
I did not want to fuck up his vibe. He had a chick under each arm and walked into a yellow
coulda just
Lamborghini
said
in like the
anything.
fucking Funny Bone.
But I also
parking
didn't, so I
garage,
understand.
And I was like, that's fucking
Okay,
cool
well,
shit.
if we're gonna count Funny Bone stuff, then I meant like T.J. Miller.
Also, like, Lamborghinis
What's his
suck.
name? The black guy from Daily Show. What's his name?
Trevor
Trevor
Noah.
Noah.
No, the other one. Roy Wood Jr.
Yeah. Roy
T.J. Miller
Wood
Wood Jr.
Yeah.
Keanu Reeves ran over my stepmom's foot at the airport in LAX and apologized
Hell
to
yeah!
her.
Did he kiss her?
I was gonna
Saw
before
Grace
you
from
finished
Will and
it-
Grace jogging.
Oh, that's right.
Richard
you said that, I was
Kind,
like, he
Chris
apologized right
O'Donnell,
after that.
Adam Goldberg. Come on.
Come on, bro.
Come on. Bruce Sylvester
Keep
Stallone
up.
tossed me a t-shirt when I was a little
Okay,
kid
we
at
get
Easter.
it. You're a world traveler, dude.
That's not a world travel, I'm just saying.
But
Well-
that doesn't happen. Like somebody flies into LA, they don't normally like see a celebrity. You think?
What are you
that,
talking
right?
about? That
I think
happens to
that's
people all the
pretty,
time.
that's pretty common, actually.
yeah, it's pretty
that's
common.
where you
Celebrities are
would
just
see them.
all
most.
over.
Going to the airport?
Is
Yeah.
expecting to see them there is where I would be. Like if I had to go, where would I see a celebrity? It'd be the airport in California
Yeah,
for
right.
sure.
California, probably
Somewhere.
Atlanta.
LA
It's got a
as
name,
well,
dude.
wherever.
It's called LAX.
And with that, we're gonna go ahead and take a break.
We're going to take a break.
We're gonna take a real quick break.
Talk about it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry. Yeah, sorry. Ross was really worried that we weren't on mic while he wanted to talk about Mickey's dick. So I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
It's not talking about his dick per se. It's the fact that he's wearing like I don't know if his shirt's supposed to be offensive, but he's like fully
not.
splayed out in front of me,
LSD
like, spread eagle.
OBS is what Mickey's shirt
He's
says
wearing
right now.
like
LSD OBS, and I think it's a Lake Street dive.
he's wearing like sweatpants shorts and fully like open.
his shirt, by the way, is a reference to Lake Street dive.
Yeah.
I guess this
Yeah,
is a band.
so
It's a band.
I can't see like the full
Obviously.
outline, but I know at least like I feel like a heat ray.
Did you watch that RoboCop?
You are
clip?
very much just sitting open to him. And
I
it feels
did,
very, this
but
feels a
like
very weird position.
I skimmed through it because I feel like I saw that clip like 3 years ago. I think
Yeah,
you might
yeah,
have
I
sent
did
that
too.
to me
Seen
or
what?
something. The
RoboCop
RoboCop clip you
clip.
sent, where it's just like a
Oh,
fan
yeah,
thing
yeah, I've
where
seen that.
RoboCop's
Yeah.
just
It's silly,
shooting everybody
but-
in the dick.
It's brutal.
Since we were
though.
on the topic of dicks,
And then
okay.
he gets-
I follow you guys.
and
now.
then he
But
gets
also
a
like
weird broner.
kudos
and
for
then
them. They showed full dick in that.
and hilarious hard dick that
Like
he
they
shot
just
off.
didn't shoot it through the pants.
dick was hard?
like-
Dude, at the end, he's like all the ones that have gotten shot already. It's like another guy, just dude holding two girls, like and he's slowly getting a boner, and then RoboCop shoots him in the dick. It's hilarious.
Oh, yeah, okay.
yeah, like
It's very funny.
they didn't just like shoot the dick over the pants.
They had people,
the
like,
dicks
holding
were
it, like,
out when they got
Yeah.
shot. So it was just like, this is wild. Like, how can you put this out? But then there's porn and shit. But I don't know what that was. Would that be categorized?
It
as
wasn't porn. No, it was not porn.
No, what? No, it was like an artistic project where they all had like VFX people come in and redo.
Yeah.
Right, but it was a lot of dicks getting exploded.
I
by
know, which is
RoboCop's
wild
butt.
because that's just like the people that got that scene were like, yeah, we're just gonna do a bunch of
Seems
dicks.
like
Yeah, which
something
is
like-
The rest
Hey,
of the people, yeah,
honestly.
but can you imagine the other
Not-
collaborators?
Right, or
You
like,
get the movie
what?
like, oh wow, you guys are the ones that did the scene with all the dicks, huh? Because each, I guess they split up the scenes for different VFX people to do.
their own.
Well, did you see
dick
that?
fucking
No, their
edit?
own. No. Each scene, people would remaster and have different chunks of the movie. that they
Oh,
were
and
in
that
charge
was
of.
their chunk.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a funny choice where it's like, oh, you guys just threw a bunch of dicks in there. It's like,
Did you see that?
That's hilarious.
That clip. I think Tom
He
Segura. He
can't
was
get-
on like one of like the late night shows, but he was talking about like he was at like
shaking
the
this.
like dick
My
like
bad.
the dick place for like movie prosthetics. So he just like went through down like hallways full of just like prosthetic dicks.
Oh,
and
for
shit
his show?
to like pick out for like show Bad Thoughts.
I think it's probably enough dick talk. Didn't
That's
you want?
usually how we started, though, right?
Didn't you want to talk about black people reacting to stuff?
Well, no, just one more thing on the dick topic. You ever think about making a mold
Yes,
of your
but I don't
own
like
dick
that you
Jesus,
said it like
I
that.
don't do
and
this.
shoving up your own ass?
No.
And it's pretty much like literally fucking yourself?
No, it isn't.
I mean, it's pretty much.
No, it isn't. That's getting fucked by
What
yourself.
did you just say? I did not.
Okay,
He's
yeah.
talking about making a mold of his own penis to
Well,
stick in
anybody.
his ass.
Not just me, anybody.
Because he thinks that means you would be getting, or you will
You'd be
fucking
fucking
yourself.
yourself.
Yeah, that's not you fucking yourself. That's getting fucked by yourself.
Okay.
I saw this really fucked up story on like Facebook like 2 weeks ago.
A guy did
If
it.
you'll give me a second.
No,
like,
we won't. Go ahead. What was the next topic you said?
No, go ahead.
Yeah,
What?
no, it was,
It was like this weird, like fucked up story about like this chick, like whatever, like she was her mom passed away, so she was like cleaning out like her mom's stuff. And
do you
there
know
was,
this
like-
whole story accurately, or?
Yeah, I can do it pretty accurately.
Did you
All right,
find a
get there.
dildo?
Found
Is it her
mom-
dad's dildo?
Yeah,
And she used it?
you heard that one too.
No,
huh?
did she use it?
Yeah.
She used her mom's dildo? Number one, it's not even a thing
She
of like,
thought
oh,
it
it was your dad. It doesn't
Wait.
even matter because it's already weird you're using your mom's dildo. So this just sounds like a stupid urban legend.
No, how it goes is she found a neon green dildo. Thought
Neon
it was,
green. I didn't know
Thought
their
it
color.
was weird that she decided to use it because it was her mom's, but she felt like some weird connection with her mom.
I couldn't
because of
imagine the
it.
dildo before. Now
But
I
then-
can.
She felt a weird connection to your mom? Yeah, that's your dad.
But later she was like cleaning out like her dad's office, and
Which is
she-
what I mean. See, you get your own cock mold and you fuck yourself.
No,
So
I'm just
that-
talking about your terminology. You're saying it
Right.
right.
Yeah.
You're
Okay,
getting
okay,
fucked.
word.
Right, but
That's fair.
that's weird enough as it is. Like
Yeah.
that's not completely like out of like the spectrum of thinking like, oh, this chick like used her dead mom's.
Yes,
dildo.
it is.
It's a
That's
bit out
fucking
there.
weird, but it's like it's not like that crazy. But
Yes, it is.
It's a bit wild.
Here's how it gets wilder though. She starts cleaning out like her dad's office and finds like the kit to make the dildo.
Nice,
so
nice.
it's like, oh,
That's not where it gets wilder, honestly.
this is
It's already pretty wild, yeah.
this is a dildo of
Of
my
dad.
dad's dick that
Yeah.
I've been using.
that
so it's kind
story
of
is
like
fake as fuck, dude.
Fake as fuck.
Fake
I
as
mean, there's
fuck,
no
dude.
way that can be true. Right?
No,
Fake
because
as
who's
fuck.
going to admit to using the dildo? Like, I need to see the actual story to be like, what was her explanation?
Yeah.
Because if it was a special connection
bro,
to her
I'm
mother,
telling you.
that's hilarious. Because again, yeah, it's
I
just your
want proof.
dad fucking you. That's the special connection.
If that was like
That's
a
what she
real
imagined
story,
happened
whoever
instead.
Told
I
that
wouldn't
could
tell him.
have like the most viewed special of the year.
Oh
Okay.
no!
If that was like a real story,
Oh,
they just
yeah.
told that because it was like real.
Yeah.
it's like who the fuck is this person? That was fucking crazy.
Wow, that was courageous.
Yeah, but that's
so
why
brave.
it's fake because it's so stupid and
It's
not a
so
well done
ridiculous.
story.
So brave. I'm still convinced that like I'm still like naive as like a person that like
Yeah.
watches like comedy. It's like I feel like every story is real
Oh yeah,
because
no.
I don't know that it's like I can just like make up a story to be funny.
Well, so a lot of times I don't think that's necessarily okay because that doesn't
yeah.
normally work out. But I think exaggerating a real story that happened to you
Which I can appreciate.
is what people do. I don't think I would ever do that though. I don't like that.
Yeah.
I like
I
the
feel like
real
so, like,
reality of
not
it.
authentic or whatever.
Exactly.
I don't know if I could. I don't know. In that space, I can't.
I wouldn't want to
imagine.
build a career off making up shit.
But in like
Yeah.
middle school, I used to do shit like that all the time. Like when I was in like
gotta get closer
English
to your
class-
mic. What are you
when I
doing?
was in like English class, I would like just write like short stories that were like kind of hilarious,
doubt it.
and that was great. But then I think I kind of stopped because I got in trouble because I fabricated a love note to two different people that did not know each other like at all.
Jesus.
Ended up getting back to the principal, and they tracked it down to me, and I got in a little bit of trouble for that.
Oh, question. Why did you fabricate a note?
I guess I was just bored of just
That was funny.
And what was it? What was the
just
contents?
just flexing.
I
my
want to
creativity.
kiss you.
Just-
I want to kiss you
Just
too.
and both of them, like
Yeah.
I wasn't like really friends.
Were
with,
you trying to do a
like,
matchmaker thing?
They
though?
were just like people in my class.
Were you trying to do like a matchmaker?
Kind of. I just said like something like I have a crush on you, and I wrote like
That's
a full
so fucking
page.
funny. I'm so sorry, Mickey.
I used like a full page, and then I sent it. To
Oh
these
yeah,
people,
you did that
We-
to
we
me
did
that
that to
one
Mickey.
time.
And then I just kind of sat
I
back
forgot
and
about
watched
that.
it all unfold, and
Right.
then I didn't know it was gonna. I forget how it got back.
That's
to me,
hilarious.
But I got caught and I got in trouble.
We did that to Mickey.
Yeah.
We got on his aim and we got him a girlfriend.
Yeah, and I,
I felt so bad.
horrible.
That was. Well, I mean, I feel.
I felt horrible.
I bet.
Which makes,
yeah. We got this one girl, and she agreed to be his girlfriend.
Yeah, I
And
was
so it was
like,
like next day at school. I don't
dude,
even know
it
when
wasn't
we,
even.
when did we tell you, or like when did you?
I don't remember.
I think we
man.
definitely told you the night
It
we
was
did
before,
it, but I
for
don't think
sure.
she knew until the next day.
No.
Wow, it's actually really cruel.
Yeah.
For her, it's. I was like looking at it now as a funny prank on Mickey, but that was probably pretty
Yeah,
devastating.
that sucks.
Hope she's still okay. I don't remember her name.
I feel like I talked to her a couple like years later.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't.
Oh,
Just
do you remember her
briefly.
name?
I think it was Marissa was her
Okay.
name.
Yeah, we're gonna have to look her up to make
Yeah.
sure she's still alive.
Alive, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't say her last name.
Yeah.
But I do need to find that out later.
Yeah,
So.
we'll write that.
I tried to look up the girl that was in my elementary school that was like the booger girl who like literally always smelled.
Like
I think the
boogers.
thing was always like she had lice or whatever.
Boogers smell like?
I said that. He didn't.
He
say
said
that. He
booger
just said
smell.
smell.
I said she was the booger girl.
I said that.
The girl was like, I don't know. I think maybe we just assumed she was a booger.
But then you
girl.
said smelled.
Because
so
there was a
like-
kid that was always picking his nose and eating it. But this girl was just really depressing, and I just remember it not being. Not that I was ever mean to her. I just remember a lot of people were mean to her, and it was just really depressing. You know,
Yeah.
she did smell,
Yeah.
but I realized now as an adult that was kind of out of her control.
Oh, sure.
As far as like that's more of a parental situation. Tried to look her up, couldn't find her.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure she's still alive. You know?
Yeah. I just remember that. What was that kid that ran into the pool party at the end of the year? We always went to that pool party, Highlands or whatever it was.
Oh yeah.
And that one kid, this like special and disabled kid, like ran into the women's restroom butt ass naked.
Oh wait, no,
and
that
he was
wasn't
like,
me. I wasn't at the Highlands
I
thing.
could have sworn you were there. Is that
Silence still
Walnut?
going strong? Because I would love to go back, but
Is
it's
that
like, I don't want
Walnut?
to get a fucking membership to go like one time, and then it's just like because with Highlands you had to have a membership to get in. Remember you had to pay like
I
$10
don't-
a month or something. You had to like bring a card and show
I
like
don't know.
the Highlands card.
I
or
can't
some shit.
imagine. There's free pools out there.
But it's like, yeah, I haven't been there since like my teenage years. So I'm like, do people still go to like? I assume like people.
People still go to pools.
In a
That's what
hurry,
I'm wondering.
like, that have,
And
like,
if it's
kids
still there, I
around.
bet they're going there still. Yeah.
I miss being like deep into Westerville. Now I'm on like the corners.
People don't know what you're talking
I
about.
don't even
Westerville,
think you're in
yeah,
Westerville. Technically, are you? Are you in Columbus?
You miss being deep into West. What do you mean? Like,
Technically, I'm Columbus.
You're
but I'm
basically-
on the corner of Westerville.
why
and
would you want to be
New Albany.
deep into Westerville?
I just miss it. That's where I grew up, dude.
Oh, okay.
You actually, but you're only. I mean, you could throw a football.
Little Turtles,
If you
Westerville.
got the right person to do it, you
Are
can
we
throw
gonna
hit a
change the
football on the other
subject?
side
We're
of
saying
it.
too
Right.
much like local shit that nobody knows.
Oh yeah,
no.
you should talk about
Why? This
once
is
you just
part of your
recently
childhood,
discovered
dude. Oh yeah, what'd you
What I
recently
recently
discover?
discovered.
about Westerville.
Yeah.
That it was a.
That it has.
Oh!
They have their own mayor,
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know like
and you saw that now
smaller
as
outside city. Like I thought like there was like a mayor of Columbus. I didn't realize there was like a mayor of Westerville, a mayor of New Albany,
Mayor
Like,
Dublin.
The only reason like I kind of searched into that was because I'm just sitting at home smoking a bowl.
Columbus
You
is
know,
mayor?
and I was like, I
the
want to
mayor?
seek out the knowledge of the
Watching
internet.
YouTube, just laying in bed, and I saw something. I was like,
curious.
why is like the Arnold Classic in Columbus? Like, how
God,
did-
what I wouldn't
how
give
did
to
we
see
land
your
there?
Google search. history.
Oh, don't, because
I would no, I would love it.
Just don't use Google.
Okay, but if we did have the safe search on, I want to see what
will
the
never-
legit
Oh, yeah,
things
yeah,
he's
yeah.
trying to look up.
You
Yeah.
will never see my stuff.
I'm so sorry. What did you Google again?
Like why somebody like Arnold fucking Schwarzenegger has
Oh, yeah.
the Arnold Classic in Columbus. Like it could be anywhere. Like
the
what's-
Fitness Expo.
So
every
apparently,
year.
like in the 70s, he got like really close with like the mayor of Worthington. So that's why I started thinking like, oh, like I didn't know Worthington had its own mayor. So that's why it's like
then
all
you're
the
like-
smaller cities have their own mayor.
Click.
And all this information is just
But
out
yeah,
there on the
no,
internet.
Apparently,
man.
apparently
It's
Arnold
been there the
got,
whole
like,
time. That's the
super-
wild thing.
Arnold got super tight with the mayor of Worthington, and then who was also like into bodybuilding. So he had like some bodybuilding stuff like in Columbus that like he invited Arnold to. And then Arnold came, and Arnold was like, "This is fucking rad, dude." And then he was just like, "Well, let's do a thing here." So that's why we have like the Arnold Classic,
Fascinating.
where everybody just fucking pumps creatine year round. Just
And
for-
then- and so
just
you
for a
learned that.
shot at the gold, dude.
You learn that, and then you got bonus knowledge by finding
Yeah.
out that there was a mayor of Worthington.
And I'll even give you another one. Here, how about
Because I
this?
said in like episode 1 or 2 that I
It's
was like, I could be married.
one of the
to him.
busiest times in the country for sex trafficking as well. If you guys didn't know that.
Excuse me?
Oh yeah, it is. It's
Yeah.
pretty bad down there.
real
That's when
bad.
that one guy went missing.
And like child
the fuck did you
abduction.
do?
People get
all this
sex
shit.
trafficked during the Arnold Expo. All
Yeah,
these
For
bodybuilders.
whatever reason, so many people.
Well, that's because
It's
everybody's-
probably a long-standing
everybody's coming
agreement.
from all over the country.
Human
That's like the
traffic.
one time in
Probably,
Columbus,
what's his
Ohio,
name
that
with
you got people
Epstein.
flying in from
That's
everywhere.
when Arnold has the best sex of the year.
It's Epstein and what's his name? The guy, our dude.
What,
OSU
Wexner?
Dude. Yeah, Wexner.
I don't, I don't know about that. I did have a thought of, and I don't
was
remember.
his, like-
Did we? I don't know if we talked about
That
this.
was his fixer. I'm pretty sure.
I don't know if we talked about this on the podcast, but I did think it was really weird that for a long time out in front of East End, because Arnold had like a big thing with that, but Planet Hollywood, he had his grandfather's tank out there from the army,
that's right.
and then
I
like
forgot
just
about
always
that.
understanding like, oh, the army, and it's like, oh, it's the German army.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, This is just a Nazi tank that's been sitting out in front of the
We got
mall.
Sherman.
It's like, oh, that's cool. It's Arnold Schwarzenegger's tank. And it's like, oh, wait, no. His grandfather was on the Nazi side.
Did Wexner ever get in trouble for anything like Epstein related? I don't want to disparage the
think
man
so.
because he does own like a lot of.
I think
like,
he was
our
just
city,
a man that was in love and
But
got
I never
fooled.
found out like if
Is
like,
that part of the?
because
Yeah,
he was like
I don't even
associated
know.
with Jeffrey Epstein. Like if he was.
I
like,
don't even
if he
think
got in trouble
he's
for
just.
it.
I think he was just a man that was in love that was a fool. I don't believe he got really into trouble. I know they took his name off like a building or something downtown, but he's still heavily involved with.
Yeah, but there's so much.
Well, I don't want to
property,
find out
man,
that he's like a bad guy because like
Are you
he does
serious?
like a lot for like.
Well, hold on. My actual takeaway is I don't know if necessarily his actual like culpability in a lot of this stuff. And
Yeah, I don't
from
either.
what I've gathered, it does seem like a thing where he was actually just in love with Jeffrey Epstein, because that's why it's like there's a weird why did he give him all this stuff
Is he-
kind of thing. But
Is he gay?
Les Wexner?
Yeah.
Yeah, people think he's closeted, but he was definitely. There's like a lot of incidents of that to back
'Cause
it
I
up.
never heard about. Like,
But yeah, I
he
think
had,
he was
like,
just
a
taken
wife.
advantage of by him. But also, yeah, I think Jeffrey Epstein was like a CIA asset. So
I mean, I kind of lean on that for sure.
What like a weird connection for our city though, you know?
Why?
I don't know. It's fucking kind of.
we still got Buster Douglas. So.
Kind of.
You would be from.
You know what
wherever.
also like blows my mind and pisses me off? It's like we've had people that have lived here their whole lives and they're like fucking diehard Michigan fans just because they want to be like a contrarian or some shit. That
Or
bothers
maybe they just like Michigan.
They could just like Michigan.
No, because
maybe
they're
they're
like,
from
well,
there.
my dad's from Michigan. It's like, well, then why are you guys in Columbus?
Then that
Because the
definitely doesn't
jobs
make
are
them a
better, dude?
contrarian, though. That just means that it's like built into their family.
No, that's just.
Unfortunately, you guys take it so seriously that if your parents are, they'd fucking disown me if I'm going to be saying I root for the Bucks.
We have to, dude. We don't have a whole lot.
What are you talking about?
Sports wise, we have the Buckeyes who's like, yes,
They're like the best.
every year.
Best
so,
dressed?
like,
It's best. Just best.
Best-
Oh, I thought you said the
Excellent.
best dressed. We got the
very
best
funny.
dressed team in the town.
we're the best.
The
college
boys look
football-
fabulous.
The boys look
We're
fabulous.
the best college football team.
Line 'em up.
We got the best college football band and shit. But then, like, what else do we have, dude? We have the Columbus Crew, who actually have been doing very well lately. Like, I
Great.
think we lost. Like,
I'm
we
super
won, like,
pumped
the last,
about
like,
that.
2 cups. But also, it's like, you know, I actually would love to go to a Columbus Crew game. So I'm not going to disparage.
I think we got some
Crew
roller
fucking
derby
rules.
girls that are pretty
Yeah,
good
we got
too.
some roller derbies.
There's like, what else we got? We got the
Clippers.
we got the Blue Jackets. Blue Jackets aren't really that great.
Yeah, I mean,
Most of the
they
time.
Let's run
won
through
like
'em.
a year or two ago.
And then we got the Columbus Clippers. Like,
And that
if
one
we
guy-
had an NFL team, dude, that'd be so fucking awesome.
I don't think we need one.
If I ever
there's
became a
already 2 in the
billionaire,
state.
I'm
They
bringing an
both suck.
NFL
I was
team.
gonna say, aren't we kind of a joke in
I
the
mean,
NFL?
I think Bengals are doing better than the Browns. I mean,
Bengals
always.
are actually doing pretty good.
better than the Browns always.
What would
Oh,
you?
for sure. Browns are not.
What would
doing
our
great.
team be? The Columbus what?
Probably Wolves or something.
Rapists.
Oh my god.
The Columbus rapists.
Yeah.
Dude.
That's terrifying.
No,
we'll
it's
do
hilarious.
Raiders colors.
No,
No, okay.
no, dude. Take this
So you don't think
seriously.
that'll fly?
What's an animal that's like isn't represented at NFL? It's like the wolves, and I think we had wolves at one point.
There's, like,
So we
Timberwolves,
could be like
right?
the Columbus
Basketball, I
Wolves,
think.
and
Still.
then like our little like section.
We're
home
not.
section
That's
could
not
be
even. Wolves have nothing to do with
It
us.
could be like the Den or like the Wolfpack
Yeah,
or
but
something
you know
cool.
what's so funny
Every
is-
time we take the field, we play the fucking NWO Wolfpack song, dude. Like,
Okay, but we should have to have a cooler animal than that because like I mean in the way of like we don't
Wolves
have
are cool.
wolves though. That's not a problem here. Like that's
you
not-
don't know
I do
that.
think it's funny.
Ohio, you can't say that there's
Columbus-
no wolves in Ohio.
I'm not saying that they're not. I'm just saying it's not a prevalent problem here.
Yeah.
It is not likely though. Look
Columbus.
that up.
Columbus
Are there
has,
wolves in Ohio?
We got coyotes. There you go, Columbus Coyotes.
That Maker's Mark had
Do
a
we have
billboard.
coyotes?
Yeah, we got
Yeah, we got a
coyotes.
shit ton of coyotes. These
So
are
that's perfect.
farmland, dude.
I'd love.
And then our mascot is like a coyote that's running off with a little dog
Honestly, what I
in
think,
its mouth.
what I think would be best for us would be like the Columbus Raccoons because
Because of 5th grade.
we went to McVeigh
'Cause we're regressing?
Our
What are you
mascot
talking
was a raccoon, which
You
but
talking
they
about-
called it a pioneer. It was a raccoon wearing a raccoon skin hat. How fucked up?
Why would we be the Columbus Raccoons? Why is that cool?
And that's not.
How'd you
even
go
a
from
football
wolves
team.
to raccoons? You
That's
just not
even
want to
more
acknowledge how
dumb.
cool Columbus Coyotes is?
I just
Say
really,
it.
I just
Say it.
really like
Say
raccoons,
it.
dude.
Say
No,
how cool
say it.
Columbus Coyotes
And then when they
I mean,
cheer,
it's not bad, but
No, it's
I haven't seen a
alliteration.
coyote.
and then when they cheer, they can go, oh.
Yeah. Oh,
I haven't
that's
seen a fucking
ooh. Look at that.
Oh, look at that. That's a whole.
We're marketing
doing
a great
that in
team over
stadium?
You know what I see a lot of?
Good luck with the Columbus Coons.
Yeah.
Cool ass raccoons, and that is what I was getting to about why we can't be named the Columbus Raccoon.
But you
Oh, wow,
said
you
we
suggested
should
it.
be.
Because people are just gonna
You
say
can't
that.
set up your own joke. Nobody agreed with you, I think, is why.
Literally just not listening to the Columbus Coyotes thing just to pitch the Columbus
because
Raccoons.
we can't be like, let's go
the
Coons.
and then
down.
say like, and then we can't because it's the Columbus Coons.
I'm not gonna. repeat
Great
that,
idea,
but I said-
Ross.
We can't just say like, let's go Coons, dude. That does not.
No
work.
shit. So that's why we're gonna
I mean,
like
you
Mickey's
can.
talked about. We're pitching a good thing over here. You can
Mickey's
keep
great,
riffing with
yeah,
the Columbus
man.
Coyotes, buddy.
We're
I
making
really
a
like
movie.
raccoons though.
I hate you so much. Columbus
Yeah.
Coyotes. The
We got a lot of
Coyotes.
raccoons.
Columbus Coyotes, bro.
I have not seen a coyote in
OH.
Columbus.
And it'll be like, CO.
Oh.
Whoa.
Technically, we could.
TES.
Hey, fuckface.
No, that will not be a cheer.
It just doesn't really spell
Actually,
it out.
hey,
Oh, that's so
fuckfaces,
silly.
we could technically be any animal because we had the Columbus
Yeah.
Zoo, so we
Yeah,
have
no
like all the animals.
Columbus Draft.
Technically.
We'll be the Columbus Hannas. The Jack Hannas.
Yeah, like Jack Hanna jobs.
But you got to think about like how like the animal design would go with the uniform.
I don't think we do.
Yeah, I don't think we do.
We have to. I don't think
Are
we
you
got to
telling
do
me
anything.
This
Hey,
isn't
listen,
a possibility.
If you're, I will.
If we make $1 billion, you guys don't want to bring an NFL team to Columbus,
Bro, number
Fucking
one, if
suck.
anyone's gonna get hired, it'd be me and him right here for Coyotes and then the
Coyotes
Howling.
and the Howling,
You
bro.
brought nothing to that.
Except-
if you want to design that uniform, then yeah, you're in, bro.
I brought up wolves and coyotes, dude. That's I brought up,
Wolves and raccoons.
Wolves.
I'm sorry, you brought up coyotes, but I do not think there's any coyotes in Columbus because I haven't seen one.
That's hilarious.
Seen, like,
he thinks
1,000
maybe there's wolves,
raccoons.
but has no clue. He's still out on the coyote.
Yeah, it's still up for debate.
He doesn't have a Reddit account, guys. So go easy on him.
I saw a blue jay fly onto my patio the other day. and it
Yeah, did
fucking
you fucking
made
come,
me
dude? What?
feel so happy.
We'll be the Columbus
For
Blue
what?
Jays.
Yeah.
I don't want to, but it's like
Our state bird's the cardinal, but whatever. We can be whatever animal.
Whatever.
Same goes with a cardinal. You see either a cardinal or a blue jay like fly on
We
your
have a
patio
baseball team
fence. You're
already
like,
with the Cardinals.
damn, you're actually really cool to look at. Even though my favorite bird is owl.
I feel like you just want to have your conversation about whatever you want to talk
What your
about.
favorite animals
I don't
are?
know, man.
What's your favorite animal, Ross?
I just know that anything
getting
I
nothing
say, you
from
guys
you.
are just gonna gang up on.
Tell me.
You're not listening
Yeah.
to anything we're saying. We're literally saying stuff to you, and then you'll just talk about something
I'm
else.
responding as we're all responding. What are you talking about?
You're
It's
just not
very
going with
funny.
it. And you're about to do it again. I see the
I
wheels
know
turning.
it. What are you thinking? Tell me.
So I
What's
wrote
your-
something down. You guys want to talk about it?
Yeah, sure.
I fucking hate you so much. Yeah, go for it, brother.
So Mickey's
Pick
does
up
it-
your mic or get closer to it.
So like Mickey, I don't really count on him to see anything really social media wise other than being like a little Reddit troll. But you might actually understand
you.
like the answer to this question because you called me out on Threads when I thought like when I deleted something on Facebook, I didn't know it was going to still be on Threads. So my kind of thing is like, how does Threads work? Because every time I click on something, it takes me to Threads. Here's my follow-up.
This is what you want to talk about?
Here's my follow-up.
You want me to explain threads to you?
Kinda, yeah.
No.
But here's my follow-up. Here's my follow-up.
If you're
Great,
thinking,
great. I'm glad there's a follow-up.
if you
Every
were thinking
time I
of putting
see-
$5 in, maybe go ahead and just make it 10. just go ahead and make it 10. Go ahead, Ross. Go ahead.
So every time I see something that I click on that takes me to Threads to like see like what it was, it was like something like Chris Jericho talks. Like that's just an example. But
So
it's
that
like, you
didn't happen,
See the
or-
little thing that you clicked on, but if you scroll down and you see what all the other fucking threads are, it's always like, is there anyone in Ohio? Like question mark. It's like, don't you dare like click like on this or else you'll get like a cat emoji picture from me in your DMs. And
Yep.
it's like, bro, fool me twice.
Right.
But I'm pretty sure
Oh, wait.
that's all bullshit.
That's why you joined
Twice?
Threads. Is that why you joined Threads?
said
You
twice?
joined Threads because of the girls on
That's
there.
not why I
do
joined
see
Threads.
those profiles. It's so funny because there's a guy that I was just telling you about this. There's a guy that we kind of know through our friend. She used to date him.
Mm.
He's on there, and I don't know if he knows people could see it because it's an embarrassing thing where it's like his just keep popping up, literally like, "Hey, yeah, I'm in Cleveland too.
Yeah.
You look cute." Like. And it's like, and then just other stuff like, wow, you're gorgeous. And it's always under those posts of like, is anybody actually in Cleveland with like a picture of like their tits out? Like, oh yeah, this girl has nothing to do tonight, but try to find some fuckboy on Threads. But it's so funny because you can see that he's publicly responding it. So yes, Threads is a new thing, and it's funny because people don't understand how it works
Also,
yet.
I'm
i.e.
not-
Ross.
I.e. Ross.
I'm not friends with any of
Vis-a-vis.
these people. So
If
like,
you're
why
following
am
them
I
on
seeing
if you're
this?
following it on Instagram, you'll see it.
No, but I'm like,
Oh, the targeted shit.
Like,
Because they're
all-
trying out their software.
all the
Yeah.
people that I see like posting those weird messages on.
Yeah.
They're
I'm not-
marketing.
How do
no
they know?
advertising.
How do they know where I live?
No, I'm
Who
just
are
like-
all these local sluts in my area?
I'm just like, why is that my
Mom's
timeline?
where? I don't
any of
see
these
'em.
people.
Do you not know how the internet works?
Yeah.
And like cookies and tracking you?
Well, I don't have Twitter. Is it
Okay.
like-
Do you think it's just luck that you're seeing these targeted
Okay.
ads in your
No,
area?
not at all.
Okay. So there you go. You got
So
it. That's
it-
why they're showing up.
If
That's
you
what I'm
were-
saying. Like, fool me twice. Like, now this is all I fucking see on here.
You
you were-
still didn't explain the fool me once.
They don't. You like the the thing and they don't send the.
Oh.
So Ross is participate in this.
That's why you signed up for Threads.
Not because I wanted it. I just wanted to see like what was going on.
He just wanted human interaction.
Yeah.
Like, is this like a real thing? Like, if I just click.
He was thinking about saying that in his follow-up. Like, wow, I was wondering if you were real. Like, he was thinking this whole thing, and then she didn't even say anything. And she probably saw you in there just typing and then stopping.
Some dude like behind me, he was like, "Yeah, I'm real." That's so funny, dude. You idiot, dude. Stop responding to
Yeah,
these.
totally.
Are you real?
Can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
And then she's gonna send you an OnlyFans link.
No, then you say like,
Sweet, I have OnlyFans
say
too.
something stupid like,
Send it back to her. Yeah, check mine out too. Sub for sub? Question mark.
Please do that.
I don't do
that.
this. I just know
Hey,
from
get
like
the
memes and
OnlyFans.
shit.
Give the OnlyFans
Get an
just
OnlyFans.
for your fans.
Just so you can send. Yeah, yours is just.
You got to dip your
There's
toes a little
no-
bit because then
No, yours is just for your fans.
There's no.
this is how you know if it's a bot or not. You'd be like, hey, say blah blah blah
No.
blah 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 or whatever. And they'll be like, yeah, for sure. Like, oh my god, I was so bored today when I get home, and it's like, tell me I'm fucking awesome, and it's just like. That's so funny. What was your day like today? It's like, all right, this is a fucking bot. Dude.
I love how long you get into it.
I'm gonna have to get
where it's like, is she real? He's got to test her, and then it's like the first one, she's clearly not real, but it's like, maybe.
I'm
real.
gonna have to ask for my.
Can I get this bot to send me a tit pic?
I'm gonna have to ask for my donation back, bro.
That's the fool me twice.
Yeah.
And with that, $10, make it 20.
make it
Just make it
Speaking
20.
of like fool me like twice,
Nope.
like I can't.
No, thank you.
Whenever I get shit on Amazon, like I'm done trying to get it with when it's got like fucking like Chinese or Japanese measurements or shit. Like it's just.
Which are what? Explain that. What are they? Just weird symbols you've never seen?
Way too fucking small
Explain
and like
that.
not really advertised. I got one.
He's
thing-
getting fooled. He keeps getting replica lightsabers on Amazon that just end up being like a
He's
5
on some
inches.
Japanese site. Dude,
Yeah, that's
you
your
are-
first red flag, bro. Stop buying
Yeah,
shit from a site
you
where you
are
don't.
not-
Stop making the thumbnail and
You're
shit look
not on
really cool. Like
Amazon.
it's
Yeah, that's
something
on
on a bot.
Amazon, bro.
You're
That's like
not on Amazon, brother.
No, stop like making the pictures look really cool. I'm saying
You were not on Amazon.
I want to see it like
So,
on the rack.
This
in the
is really
factory,
speaking
like,
to
before I buy
how easily tempted you are online. He's seeing targeted ads that are taking him to these websites. He's also seeing targeted women on threads that he thinks are real.
How does this work?
This is the guy. Yeah, this is the guy that is like they're like, wow,
I
guys.
love you, dude.
They
That's so
launch
funny.
threads and all this shit, and they're just like, look at this guy.
I also got scammed out of like $475.
I know that was a bit
somebody
sad.
that like tried to tell me they were a vet and like my cat got
Yeah, well,
slipped.
that guy can't. That's a lot more sad than this.
Yeah, that's.
Ross was a victim of a
Moral
scam.
of the story is I never get fooled thrice.
Yes, you sound like you've been fooled a lot now.
I test
so
the
far.
waters.
benchmark, man.
I test the waters twice, dude. If you fuck me over twice, I'm like, I'm gonna have to reconsider what you and I got going on.
Right.
Yeah, by the third time, this has to be me, right? This has to be me, right?
I gotta eliminate myself as a problem in the
Suspect number
equation.
one.
Eliminate yourself as a problem in the equation.
Yeah.
Buddy, you're not ever going to be able to do that. You will always be a problem in the equation
I know.
because you're always
Hey,
there.
I have my own. I have that as well. For my
But the
own
things
We
on
all
like
do, I feel
Amazon
to a
that
degree.
like you click on and they got the pictures, you're like,
But-
fuck, dude, I can spend like $20 on this, and then it is not what it's not what it is.
How many times have you done that? What are you buying?
Too many fucking times.
What are you buying?
Yeah, what are you buying?
Because I have seen
Just
those
cool clothes that
Okay.
that are
You're getting
that always come back too
Instagram
small.
ads. Are you doing
dis-
Instagram ads?
Men's
Huh?
clothing.
Instagram ads.
I have
He's like the
bunch
ones.
of-
He's like getting stuff from the sites where it's like you can also buy the jacket from Drive.
Exactly. Exactly. It was and it was like $90. So you're like, dude, this is a fucking steal.
Must be good material.
I don't look like Ryan Gosling.
And then underneath it says people also searched like the gloves from Drive that
Okay.
like go with the
Okay,
jacket. So you're
alright.
like,
You want both of those, don't
"Dude,
you?"
I can look so cool right now.
Doing what?
Somebody help us make Ross's dream come true.
I'm just imagining you sitting in your living room wearing the jacket and the driving gloves from Drive with a lightsaber.
playing.
I really
Just watching something.
His bucket list. would
But
be
no, he's
half
also
complete.
smoking a cigarette.
I really need like
His
health
bucket list is half
insurance.
complete right there.
And he's just lost in how cool he knows he looks right in that moment
my
sitting on the
God.
couch.
I really need like health insurance and a girlgirlfriend.
So
Yeah,
for
turn
$20,
everything
go
I'm
ahead and
doing
make
around.
it 40 because help this boy achieve
Yeah.
his dream.
I was really gonna make it a rule not to edit these episodes, but you're really giving me
You're
you're
really
giving me a run
making
for
it
my
tough.
money in this one.
I don't know, like hearing your guys' feedback, none of what I'm doing sounds as cool as I thought it was.
Yeah, that's you, man. That's you in a nutshell, brother.
I feel like this is why I don't open up that much, because I can't be like, hey, you know when you get on Amazon and you get tricked by a lot of shit?
You're right.
It's not a commonly held food.
You're right. Well, next week Ross won't have access to Adderall, so I think we'll be good again, possibly.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for
$50. You may as well just make it 100.
Yeah, join the Patreon.
Yeah.
It's hard to trust, like, when you're doing a tape measure around your own torso being like 80 inches,
Okay.
like looking at like the
Okay.
Japanese measurements. I'm
Okay,
like,
stop.
am I 80
Stop it,
inches? What
dude.
is that? Small? That doesn't sound right.
And are you watching a YouTube video to learn how to measure?
You know
I
the giant, like
don't.
they're all tiny. It's like
know,
you just
I don't
always
get
buy
that
larger
thing.
from like those men are just generally smaller.
Exotic, you just put the measure tape on and know how to
But
work.
it's like,
Yeah,
dude,
it's like, oh, now I understand Japanese measurements.
I could be a tape.
Well, I got my number, so let's
But it's
figure
like,
out
dude,
how.
I'm like 5'9", so close to being 5'10", so it's like I'm not that
Happy to
huge
hear
of a
that.
dude.
He's like trying to measure up to the guy in the picture. Like that's me.
So, but what sucks is like you got to be like a Japanese like double XL fits me perfectly. That shouldn't be
Hey,
right.
okay.
you know what? They
I'm
make
an
stuff in
American
America.
medium.
They make stuff in America.
Okay. I
don't,
think this is it for me. This is a goodbye.
Yeah, but when we
Ross.
turn the mic off, we're still all gonna be here. So.
Yeah.
I need a
something
drink. So we need alcohol or something.
What are we at time wise?
Enough. So hey guys.
Yeah.
Again, join our Patreon. I'm gonna have some sort of donation. Like if you just want to just send us straight up cash, that'd be sick too.
I might be here next
Because-
week. I've got like a 50% odds because my cat is about to have kittens like any day now, so that might.
Okay, well we're not gonna not do it next week, so you're gonna be here.
You're gonna be here.
you? Is this all? Are these microphones and shit portable?
The next time people listen, they're gonna hear you in the.
The next episode will be hanging out with kitties.
If we get Adobe Audition on your computer, we can do it portable. But yeah,
Look
we'll-
at my shit. See if I got the graphics card and shit for that.
you have it. You have it. You just have it.
Don't bank on he does. I don't know, man.
No, dude, he runs Fortnite. Okay, if you can play a game on there, you can run Adobe Audition.
I'll give you a small bottle of Buffalo Trace to get me Photoshop.
Okay, I mean, I'll take that.
Yeah, you're looking at the wrong guy.
Sure, I'll
You're
get
looking
you-
At me. Look at him.
I'll do it. Whatever.
But do it legally.
Wait, you were talking to Mickey?
Yeah, I don't know.
You
He
like
was
I was
Buffalo?
looking at you.
No, that's what I
You were
thought.
looking at me.
Because you're the one that likes Buffalo Trace.
I mean, I like
right?
tequila
And,
now, but yeah, I do like whiskey.
tequila
He'll
kinda
take,
fucks
he'll
me
take
up,
tequila
dude.
instead. Casamigos.
Yeah, Casamigos. I want the George Clooney bottle, please.
Don Julio.
Which one's George Clooney's?
Casamigos.
Tito. Oh, yeah, you're
dude,
right.
he must be doing really fucking well then.
Yeah, it was
The
$1
Rock's
billion.
also doing really well with
It was $1
Terramana,
billion
too.
deal. I was pretty sure, wasn't that
Oh,
the
your
whole thing?
your things fell.
Whatever, we're done.
We're done.
we
Wait,
done?
hold on. Yeah, we love you guys. Thanks a lot. We'll see you later. Say bye, Mickey. There you
Can
go.
you leave mine on and I'll just talk for like a half hour? I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no, actually, I really was going to, so it's fine. You can do that.
No, leave me alone.
Thought bang.
Thought bang.
Thought bang.